Guys, Colin here, aka The Numbers Guy, and as promised in an earlier post, I said I'd give you an update on all things from the Chancellor today. So, from a business perspective, the exciting news is that if your business is still closed or suffering from a downturn in the business, then the furlough scheme for your PAYE employees and yourself as a director, if you're on a PAYE scheme, will continue to the end of September. It was due to end in April, now it's been extended. Government still needs you to pay 80% to your employees, and as it's phasing out to support the lockdown release, from July, an employer will have to contribute 10% and 20% in August and September, which makes sense as the world tries to come out of lockdown. Self-employed people also get another boost. There will be a fourth grant coming out to cover the period February to April, and there'll be another one extended again into September. More details to come, so you apply through the portals and it works out your eligibility. Has now included if you were self-employed in 2019 to 20, which obviously covers the first early part of COVID, then we're going to be able to claim as well. But it is done through the portal, and so we'll be notifying and working with clients accordingly. Universal Credit's also had an uplift and some other bits and pieces. But that's the main one from the point of view of furloughing and self-employed. State of the economy, obviously it shrank dramatically in 20, but it's expected to rebound quite nicely in 21. They're hoping it'll be back to somewhat pre-COVID levels by the middle of 22, and then growing after that with all of the support and help from the government. Lots of borrowing, so guess what? That money's got to be paid back some other way. But again, Chancellor is still trying to ease the pain. So no changes in income tax rates, national insurance or VAT. So to the average man on the street, no changes. Personal allowances have been frozen. That's a way of getting a small amount of tax back over the coming years. But the big effect that's going to grab a lot of headlines and is probably sending some rumblings through many of you is that corporation tax is going up from 19% to 25% from April 23. But don't panic. There is going to be a new smaller rate for 19% will be kept for smaller companies with profits of less than £50,000, and I think there's going to be another tiered level as well, so watch the space for this, but we've got 2 or 3 years to get ourselves in place. Stamp duty continues to be held, so if you're looking to buy a house, this is obviously only a good time, and no effect on inheritance or pensions. Health and education gets a load more as we obviously push out to vaccination, control, arts and sports. More help also for businesses if you're in the digital and sciences. We're going to have additional investments, which is called the super deduction. Got to find out the detail a little bit more on that. But in essence, the impression seems to be if you buy a large capital item, then you're going to be able to offset that. VAT for hospitality firms will maintain at the 5%. So again, that's going to help. And then we'll go up slowly. Lots and lots of support from the Chancellor. $5 billion in the restart for grants for shops, again coming through the rates, holiday, etc. So lots of applications through portals, and here to help all of our clients as needed. That sort of gives us a bit of an overview when it comes to the business side of the world. There was no change in alcohol, tobacco and fuel taxes for continuing years as the Chancellor tries to support everybody. National and regional supports, again, lots of detail to come through from the Chancellor. But in essence, some good news that the furlough is continuing for businesses, will help them off the cliff. Support from more rates and grants as if you're on the high street and run a store. And don't panic over the corporation tax changes. Most people it won't affect, and if it does, there'll be some sliding scales, and we'll be out there to help you. Hope that all helps, guys. Just give you a quick 5-minute overview from me, Colin, aka The Numbers Guy. And as always, if you have any questions or need any support, please reach out to me in the comment box below, and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel on business tips, Facebook pages, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy the rest of your week.